Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for, this is your bonus reading for January 2024. We're just going to do like a Celtic Cross style spread here and see what comes up for you at this time. And that's going to be that. I'm going to pull Oracle cards for each row, and you have this Enlightenment card and this Healing Chaos card, which I will show you in just a second as I lay this out. But, it looks to me like you are healing chaos. I think that you have been in a chaotic time, but I think it's more chaotic in the sense that maybe like your direction hasn't been clear, or you've been trying to make improvements and you haven't been making improvements. Like, you're trying. I'm not saying that you're not trying, right? But it's like, it's almost as if you've been trying, and like what you are trying just hasn't been working as you wish. So I feel like that's where there are some, or I should say that's where there have been some obstacles. Sure, we'll take all three, why not? But it looks to me like, again, you've been trying to improve some aspect of your life. And for a lot of you, it could be financial. You do have a little bit of love here, but just kind of like noticing, I'm just kind of noticing how everything is laid out here, and it just gives me more like you trying to get into a better financial position, which makes a lot of sense, is what I would say. So, there you go. You literally start with the Empress. The Empress, sorry, my alarm's going off. So, the Empress is a card of abundance, of course, and creating more abundance in your life. So, this is coming up in your first position, which can just be kind of like your general energies at this time. This could also say you're very attractive at this time, which, the love has been coming up for you quite a bit. So, if you want love, you clearly could be attracting a specific person, or there is a person who is attracted to you. So definitely, it doesn't matter what gender you are, make sure to put yourself out there. You have the Knight of Pentacles as your crossing energy, and this is kind of where I get like an obstacle for your finances. I literally cannot even pick it up off the table. So there we go. But I feel like there's been some sort of financial obstacles, or there have been some things that have gotten in your way financially. And, I also feel that progress has been very slow as well. It's almost like, the feeling I get here is that, it's like whenever you try something, to improve your financial situation, it's like maybe you always like improve it by the same amount. It's like, let's say you always need like $1,000 extra a month, right? Or like you're hoping, it's like every time you try to, get an extra $1,000 a month, it's like, I feel like you kind of get like 900, right? and so you get close, you get that extra amount of money, but it's like never more, it's like there's never that breakthrough moment. It's almost like you've had the same story financially or something like that, is kind of like what's popping into my head. Well, it's about to change, thank God, right? Let's just say that right now. You have the Nine of Cups in the area of your thoughts. I feel like you're wishing and hoping for more. I also feel like you're just open to more ideas, because we go like this, Three of Pentacles to the Hangman. So I feel like you're just open to different ways of breaking through. And, again, it's almost like there's a certain amount of money. Like if we're talking about money here, then, I feel it's like a certain amount. Or, if this is energy, it's like you always have so much energy and then you lose it. There's something about needing a breakthrough. But I think that the type of breakthrough that you're hoping for is specific. It's more like, it's like the story is the same, so you're trying to change your story. I hope that makes sense. In the area of your foundation, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Nine of Wands also says that you have never given up. So I feel like you are kind of like manifesting a new beginning. We even have the Magician here. And the Magician is kind of like about manifesting reinvention, or like reinventing yourself. And I do feel we're in a time of reinvention where like a lot of people could be reinventing themselves, changing their personalities or whatever, and, trying to improve themselves. So it's a great time of improvement. And, I recommend that everybody works on some sort of improvement at this time. In the area of the past, you have the Eight of Wands. It's like more of a rushing energy. I personally love the Eight of Wands. It's a card of focus and, being on the right path. I really feel that there are a couple signs, you being one of them, Leo, that needs to kind of like add everything up. It's almost like you need to look at every single thing you've been through over the past many years. And I feel like you need to, it's almost as if you need to see it, you just need to see what you have been through. And like, but there's more to it. It's like, you need to see the accomplishments. I think you need to see the things that you've overcome. Then you need to like see the challenges and what you've learned from those challenges. And I would literally tell you to write things down. Like if you can take some time to like write down all the things you've been through, I feel the perspective is going to be the thing where it's like you add everything up and you're like, oh, the next stage of my life is going to be easy because I've been through way worse. It's almost like putting things into perspective. And again, you're not the only sign. I can't remember who the other person was, but it seems to me like it would be a good thing to do at this time. You have this card that says nothing will come of the situation. Showing up in your past, this is the energy that you're moving past, and it also says, what do you need to release? So you've clearly released something. It's almost like releasing something is going to be the thing that speeds you up as well in this reading. So you could be letting go of, the need for control or the need to have a situation work out, according to Leo's rules or whatever the case may be. And I do feel that will be very beneficial for you, just to that kind of like that release, right? Or releasing something. You also have this next in the area of your very near future. You have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I think, teamwork makes the dream work. As I always say, we're entering into a time of co-creation. I think that working together is going to be a good idea for everybody. So, anything you can do to work together with other people would be a good idea. I always tell people as well, like co-creation, he's done a good job on the Three of Pentacles. So, you also don't have to work with anyone. The Three of Pentacles, you could just be displaying your work. It's like if you are an artist or if you create something and you put it out into the world, you are co-creating with the world. So, it can also just be you sharing ideas, sharing things, but it's probably going to increase your abundance as well. I also feel that someone has a good plan. I'm pretty sure that I've said this to you before, Leo, that, that like someone has a plan, or it's almost like you're learning from someone. But, again, I don't think you're necessarily, it's not like I see you working with a person. I think that you could literally just be, learning how to improve your business or how to grow something or do something in your life, and it will be very beneficial. You have 3 cards here. I swear you always get this card with me, this Feeling the World card, which is pretty weird. I'm pretty sure it's you that always gets this card. Again, I do feel like Leo can pick up on feelings and feelings of the energy around them and things like that. I would definitely be careful of this. Again, we're going to see a lot of craziness in the world, and I always tell people, like, focus on what you can control and just be careful of, you get your emotions getting out of control and things like that. It doesn't mean you can't feel anything. It just means, like, don't allow certain things to control you and prevent you from finding success or, whatever else in life. You have this Divine Matrix and this Earth Magic card. I feel you are grounding something in reality. You have the Magician right next to these cards, and the Magician is pointing at the ground. He's literally he is manifesting something on Earth. So, I do feel like you are grounding something in reality here. We're going to clarify through and see, like, kind of more about this. You have the Hangman in the next few months. Everybody has had the Hangman. It definitely seems to be a collective vibe, a collective energy where we all could be seeing things from new perspectives. We're in a time of perspective change in general, so it doesn't really surprise me. But also, you can take advantage of this. I always tell people, like, work with the energy. Tarot is not magic. Tarot is not. I really don't think tarot is all that predictive either. I mean, I think in some cases it can be, but I also think that tarot is more just guidance. I don't think it's like, oh, this is definitely going to happen. I think it's more kind of like saying, this is the energy and you need to work with it. So again, I think over the next few months, like anything you're working on or creating, I would just be looking at it from, seeing, are there new ways to present it? Are there different ways for you to present your business or even yourself? Like if you're looking for love, are there new things that you could do to get love or whatever? So, again, I think that, and this goes for every area of your life. It's like, is there a new way to do things? I know that's very broad and, but that's kind of like what I think about right now. And that's what I would be thinking about with that card. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Seven of Swords. You've had something weird going on last year, 2023, with your closest relationship. So, this could have to do with, like, trusting people. I'm not even getting lying, cheating, stealing. Like, that could be part of it. That could have happened to you, Leo. But I just feel this is, like, people in general. Maybe I even get, like, backstabbing energy where it's like maybe you feel like a person or a group of people did you dirty or whatever. It's almost like you're still processing this information. It's kind of weird. I'm not getting any traditional Seven of Swords stuff on this card. I just get more like you've dealt with some sneakiness or some sneaky people, or you've dealt with people and you're realizing that they don't, follow your rules. It's kind of funny because I did a New Year's reading with Chris from Serious Joy, and I was like saying something. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it's like I think that sometimes Leo has the world according to Leo, right? And I'm not calling you out here. I'm just saying like there are certain rules, and it's like because you follow those rules, maybe you feel like other people should also follow those rules, but they don't. And I kind of feel there's been a lesson in regards to that last year, I should say, 2023. So I feel like you've had some sort of lesson where it's like you have learned that not everybody is, respectful, or not everybody follows the same rules that you do. Kind of weird message, but there you go. You have this magician showing up in the area of your future feelings, which is amazing. I feel like you're feeling more successful. I feel like you're feeling like your life is going in the right direction and that you're able to create things that, bring more success into your life. I also feel like you feel like reinventing yourself. I always pull the card that he might be pointing to, and we're going to say that it's just this one right here. And it says, wish upon a star. So another one of these cards, and I definitely would make a wish at this time if I were you, Leo. It seems like a very lucky time. Your outcome is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is my card that says, like, what are you waiting for? Definitely could be time for you to take action in new directions. I also feel like you're in this time of expansion as well. You have these, for your outcome oracle cards, you have this card that says slow, making slow progress, but you're getting there. Remember, slow and steady work leads to success that is sustainable. You also have this card that says learn how to honor and treat your body well. Yes, I think it's a great year to take care of yourself. But, I do think things have been a little bit slow, but that's okay. I think you need to, don't necessarily need to, like speed things up or anything like that. So we're in this time of Taurus where, it's like things might be a little bit, slow and steady might be a little bit better anyway. But let's see what's going on here. With the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Definitely love coming in for you here. It's like, I get a weird thing for you. I said this to you last time as well, where I almost feel like there's something that you should not miss out on. Again, not telling you what to do, or anything like that, but it's like you might get an opportunity to meet a person. And what's for you will never pass you by. I don't think that's true, right? Like, I don't think like, oh, a person's going to come into your life and then if you don't talk to them, you're just never going to see them again if they are meant to be in your life, right? But, having said that, I kind of get this feeling that you need to like make sure that you stay in touch with a person, or, make sure that it doesn't just like kind of like, dissipate or whatever. I kind of get that energy here, but this could also just be that, the other thing that I'm kind of feeling here is that you might be meeting a person who just feels like this, like they see you and they're like, oh my God, I don't want this to pass me by. So, maybe it isn't you. I'm not sure. Take it how it resonates, right? But there you go. Let's see here. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's like you see things clearly. The Queen of Swords, she normally only has clouds halfway up her body, and she's looking into the future. And so she sees things clearly for the first time. You have two wish cards, Nine of Cups and this Wish Upon a Star card. It's almost like you see what you want, or, I feel like you see what would lead to more fulfillment in your life. So there you go. I love it. With the Nine of Wands, you have the King of Wands right here. To me, the King of Wands is Aries, but we could say that it's you showing up in this reading. You're just showing up in a strong position. I think you're ready to manifest something here as well, going this way. But when I say the word manifest, I'm saying manifest with action, right? It's like, I think I would say this is not like you're just scripting or, which I'm a big fan of, or just like, doing affirmations or something like that. This is much more, I would say this energy here is more grounded, more you kind of like putting in the work, so I would get to work, especially if you have any unique ideas, or if you're like reinventing your business. It's funny you always get these reinvention cards. It's like I always say to you, Leo, that I don't like see you quitting your job, for example, or quitting your business. I see you reinventing it. You're probably going to be doing the same thing, but maybe just in a different way. And again, if you have like a career, it's like maybe you're not even leaving your company or anything. It's more like you're upgrading, you're getting a raise or promotion, or you're just working differently in some way. Now with the Eight of Wands, you have the Justice card here. For a lot of you, if like someone was talking behind your back or anything like that, I do feel you could be getting justice. I don't know. I just get this feeling. It's funny that, we could say that this is you, the beginning of the reading, and that this is communication behind your back. Like that's literally how I'm seeing it in my head, right? Like this is communication behind your back or something like that. It's almost like the truth is coming out if something like that happened, or, if someone did something behind your back. I feel you could be, kind of like discovering what happened here, or it's like you're getting details. I do feel like there will be justice coming in for you here. So, if this is involving something legal, it looks to me like there's justice. Even if it's not something legal, I think that there just could be justice in this situation. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles again. So if you are attracting love, it could be an earth sign, could be any sign, general reading, but I kind of feel like there needs to be movement, but it does look like there is a person who really wants to work on a team. I love the Three of Pentacles for love. To me, it really represents a person who really wants to put in the work, who like really wants to make it happen. So, I definitely feel this could be a solid connection coming in for you here, Leo. I also feel that this is like you needing to get to work on your great work, right? It's like, it's almost like you need to work on that thing that you're going to become known for, even if it's just, but, it doesn't mean you're going to like become famous or something. That could be part of it. But, the Three of Pentacles, I almost see that as your great work. Like maybe you're writing a book or something along those lines. So if you're one of those Leos that's thinking about working on a big project, I would get working. It looks really good. With the Hangman, you have the Three of Cups. Yeah, definitely a celebration. I said this earlier, that there's a person who has really good ideas for you, Leo, or there's like a person who really wants to help you in business, or, something like that. So I feel like there could be a really helpful person helping you here. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Three of Wands again. Card of expansion. I feel like you're rising above or expanding past a situation. So again, if you dealt with a super toxic person or backstabbing, like I was getting more backstabbing energy or something like that. Again, someone talking behind your back, or with the Seven of Swords here, it's like you've dealt with tricky people or people you can't trust or whatever. It's almost like you're just, learning or expanding past it, whatever. With the Magician here, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, card of independence. What else did I see here? You have the Empress. She's not necessarily, she is independent, but she's not necessarily like on her own. I feel that the Nine of Pentacles also is a card of gratitude and luxuries. So I always think it's a great idea to practice gratitude. But she also focuses on like high quality, experiences, high quality things in her life. There's a certain focus on quality, right? Let's put it that way. So I would focus on quality here. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of quality. Like he has done a good job with what he has created. That's the whole point of the Three of Pentacles. So if you're like working on any businesses or, projects or whatever, I would focus on quality. With the Three of Wands, you have the Star card. So the Star is about having a North Star. The Three of Wands is about like needing to get moving and needing to work towards something that needing to go on that new adventure of, building something new or bigger. And so it looks to me like you're building something bigger. And how funny is it that I said it's like, it's not like you're going to become famous or something, and then you have the Star card at the end here. So, again, a lot of you, it seems to me like you could be like working on a big, like your great work, or is like the word that I got here or something like that. So, that's kind of like what I was feeling. And sorry, my phone keeps switching the thing here, so I want to make sure that does not keep happening. So let's see. None of you have a clue what I'm talking about, but just know it would have messed everything up. You have this seduction card here. We're pulling 5 main themes. I do feel like there is a person that's coming in for you. I will say this could be a past person, and I'm not saying that you're going back to the past, but this could be a person where like things didn't work out, or things were too slow, or things did not move forward. It's like you could have known this person over the last year or so, or maybe like 2 years. So what I would say here is like, this is Jupiter in Pisces. We had Jupiter in Pisces, a little while ago, I should say. And well, it's a longer while ago now, but still, you get my point, right? Let's just say over the past like 2 or 3 years. So again, I kind of get that feeling here where maybe you met a person during Jupiter in Pisces, or, and yes, I understand we have Jupiter in Taurus, but, what I'm saying is during that time, if you can think back to that time, could also be just that, there's someone very seductive coming in for you here. We do have a good amount of seductive energy here. Empress, King of Wands, even where was it? Nine of Pentacles as well. So, again, there could be like someone who's very seductive coming in for you, or that you're really attracted to. You have this Fortune card, which is your card. This is the Sun in Leo. And so there's clearly great fortunes coming in for you. I do feel like the sun is shining on you, Leo. It's like the universe wants you to have your glow up, or whatever you want to call it. You have this concentration card. I would stay focused. I think we all need to stay focused at this time. It's like, like I say, there's like a lot of issues and problems going on in the world that's only going to continue, probably only going to get worse. And I always tell people, like, build something beautiful in the world and, create something great in the world. That's like the only thing that we can do. So, that's what I would do here, is like focus on building something great. You have this decision card. Yeah, I feel like you do have choices to make here. It's like, I feel like it's time to lift yourself up as well here, Leo. And so, I'm not saying that you're being greedy or selfish, but it is almost like you should be. I think it is time for you to, put yourself first and kind of lift yourself up here, especially in like work or career. I think that if there's like a raise, you really need to go for it. If there's a promotion, you really need to go for it, mostly because it's for you. You're going to get it. Same thing with like a person. This could be you attracting a person who is for you. You have this protection card. Yeah, I feel like you are protected at this time. So, it's almost like you are being guided. It is super interesting to me that every single person has had a protection card in their readings. Not only these readings, but in 2024. So again, I think we're protected at this time. We shouldn't worry about things that we can't control, and we just need to realize that, whatever we're trying to build or create, we are protected. So there you go. This looks pretty good here, Leo. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.